Hi there, I'm going to go over the types of moves in a level 4 training, and we have 4 types. They're static moves, strength moves, fluid moves, and power moves. Static moves are pretty much a move that is held. You can see both hands on the ground, one hand on the ground and one on the pole, or both hands on the pole. So an example would be a handstand or an aerial handstand. So with strength moves, what you'll see is a move being held and then using strength to transition into another pose. And in strength moves, we have shifting weight, swiveling, pressing, and lifts. So an example of shifting weight is one hand on the ground and one on the pole, and shifting the 3 body weights to a balancing position. A swiveling up is somewhat of a brass monkey lift where we're tipped to the side. A press up can be either straddle or pike, and the hips are pretty much even. A lift up would be belly up. Sometimes we call some of those moves deadlifts. And then we see them aerially. So an aerial lift up would start off of the ground and of course end off the ground. Here's an aerial press up where the hips remain pretty much right across from each other. And then we have an aerial swivel up. So shifting to the side, one hip lifts over the other one. Fluid moves is where we start from the ground and have one continuous movement over. We have cartwheels, front walkovers, and back walkovers. So a cartwheel, just like a cartwheel on the ground, you're going to the side. Front walkover, it's like a front walkover on the ground. And then we have back walkover, and that is going backwards. And all of these start with one leg and end with one leg, and then the other one. And then power moves, we have flips, swings, pops, drops, rotations, and tumbles. Flips are the first set of power moves we'll go over. And in flips, we see front rolls, back rolls, half flips, and full flips. So a roll, a front roll, a back roll, a half flip, and full flips. And there's a lot of different variations in those groups. Swings. In swings, we have half swings and full swings. And a half swing is going to be demonstrated next. Here it is, a half swing into a move. And then we have a full swing, and that's swinging, so the swing continues right here and up. And then we have pops, and that is creating an upward motion. And then in the pop category, you can do pops on the ground, on the pole, with the top hand changing, the bottom hand changing, or the body position changing. Here's an example of a fish flop where you're on the ground, and then here's an Acro pop with that upward motion right there. And then we have a bottom hand change, so there's upward motion and then the change. Here's the top hand changing. I'd like to see a little more upward motion there. And then here's a body position change with a pop. Now with drops, 2 different ways of doing these. We could do them upright, we could do inverted. There may also be horizontal drops, I suppose, or rolling while you drop. Here's an example of an upright drop, an inverted drop. Rotating is turning the torso from upright to facing down or the other direction. There's a lot of different variations of this, some of which include something like a fonji, so we're rotating the body position. So for review, in a level 4 training, there are static moves, strength moves, fluid moves, and power moves. And then each one of those types of momentum or force categories are broken down even further. Static moves, we'll see both hands on the ground and a pose being held, one hand on the ground and one on the pole, and the pose being held or both hands on the pole. Strength moves, we see shifting weights, swiveling up into the move, pressing up into the move, or lifting up into the move. And within fluid moves, we see cartwheels, front walkovers, and back walkovers. And then with power moves are broken down into flips, swings, pops, drops, rotations, and tumbles. So with flips, we have front rolls, back rolls, half flips, and full flips. Swings, there are half swings and full swings. And then in pops, which is also a power move category, there are pops on the ground or on the pole, and you can have the top hand changing on the pole, the bottom hand changing or body position changing. And then with drops, we have upright drops and inverted drops. And then there are rotations where the torso rotates. And I hope you've been able to understand the different types of moves in the level 4 training, and also hopefully this video has helped to clarify what types of moves are in the level 4 training and how we are organizing them.